Yeah, they're just killing me because I'm disconnected. That's harsh.
Yeah, no respect at all.
Mm-hmm.
I see you're using Surgeon's Finest and Breakstone, which is an interesting choice.
Honestly, I didn't think too much about the medallions. I just kind of bought what was least expensive in terms of the red medallion. And the blue medallion is because people like to stun me and then hit me with like shadow bolts or stuff like that. Not too fond of.
Well, Surgeon's Finest can be used in combination with your stun. You need to Surgeon's Finest first and then stun.
Oh, that.
But the movement speed can get you all over the map. And Breakstone is really useful against Alchemists, which is constantly sleep, inject.
Yeah.
What I just saw a while ago in this match was that you use your stealth, and even though you could have hit someone, you still went for the darts, which is not an optimal choice.
Okay.
You always want to have that stun out if you went to stealth. Otherwise, it's just basically like ruining a skill.
I see what you're saying.
As Ranid, it often feels less important to miss something, but in the end, it can still make a huge difference.
Okay, so you're talking a little bit about medallions. Which ones do you use?
I have a lot of medallions, actually. I do use Ranid Assassin, just like you do.
Mm-hmm. It's the best.
Yes, in my opinion it is, for Ranid at least.
Okay.
When I face good alchemists, like Aeon, Chips, Kippacat, I use Breakstone, because they're really spot on with their sleeps. And I hate being comboed like that. So I use Breakstone, the blue one, to avoid the combos. It gets you out of any CC that you get hit by, even when you're CC'd yourself.
Certainly.
And then I have for red, I either have the Meteor or the movement speed. And, well, I've been playing triple Ranid today, and we are all three using the Meteor in order to get the huge burst combo out. And, well, Surgeon's Finest, the movement speed can be really nice, but if you're a good Ranid, you don't always need that speed in order to hit your stuns.
Okay, so in terms of traits, though, what do you prefer? Right now I'm using, mostly on focus on speed.
That's really good. When I first started, I went with power expertise. But what I did not realize, if you go for speed and swiftness and focus, you basically get power, vitality, and expertise.
Mm-hmm.
Because the faster you attack, the more energy you gain. The lower your cooldowns, the more energy.
Certainly.
And the higher your movement speed, the more you dodge, thus the less healing you need. So it kind of counts as vitality.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm doing right now is power, speed, and swiftness. My power being at 252, speed 324, swiftness 264. So, which is basically full sapphires.
Yeah.
And it works amazingly well. I use the reflex trait, which increases your movement speed when below 20% HP. The X mastery, because Ranid X's are pretty good. And the resistance mastery, which reduces the damage tanked after you've been CC'd.
And the resistance
is the second tier.
Second tier. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yes. There's some tough choices. I mean, all three are pretty good, but most players choose either quick recovery or resistance. And well, as a melee, you often get CC'd and followed up as something nasty.
Yeah.
And, well, the 20% less damage, for example, if you get hit by a conch shot, well, a shadow ball, 20% less damage is a huge amount.
Yeah.
So it helps out.
So my trait should be on the screen, probably right about now. What do you think about that in terms of Ranid Assassin? What would you change?
Let me see. You have a lot of focus, like really a huge amount. I only got 168. I'm not sure if the cooldowns are that benefitful.
Okay.
Or that much of a benefit, because Ranid does not have really long cooldowns.
No.
And he's not really reliant on them either. He can just sneak and WASD to move around, and there's some other bloodlines. So, personally, I would go stack a little bit more speed and swiftness and get some more power. Because Ranid can do a great amount of damage if you got some power in it.
Okay.
But of course, it's personal preference. If you feel like you get hit by AoEs a lot, get your speed. But do you think you are really like a skill user, not really M1, but more on the other skills? Then get some focus. It's all up to yourself, basically.
Usually I've been using focus because I play Thorn a lot, and of course his E and his R have a 10-second cooldown. So with the amount of focus that I have, I get a 11.76 reduction in cooldown, which is like 1.1 seconds reduction to my E and my R. So the more that I'm using that is usually the better of a Thorn that you are, in my honest opinion.
Yes, correct. But yeah, it's bloodline dependent, and it's personal preference. That's why I kind of hate it when people PM me asking about Ranid raids and medallions, because it's such personal preference. I would feel awful for trying to shove you up something that you might not even want to use.
And yeah, it's also just person specific too. It's what you personally want to use your bloodline to do. Do you want to be more of a defensive person or an offensive person or something like that?
Yep. A good example is Ravener. I see some Raveners go at full attack speed and just M1 dash. While some get more cooldown and power, and it depends. Do you want to kite? Do you want to go offensive? And like, I see a lot of Ranids pumping into power as well, and just having a lower movement speed, but that's for the kiting Ranids, you know? The ones that just sit back, dart, jump, and go back.
Yeah. Would you say that that's kind of more of a effective strategy than, say, going in with Cloak and unloading all of your cooldowns onto an opponent and then jumping out with Frog Leap, or...
Everyone got his own style. If you got Superiors, he's a really kiting guy. Like, he darts, toxic bombs, frog leaps, and goes out. But if you got Pendrum, he jumps in and he stays in. And, for example, for Pendrum, the speed is really for the better good, because he's always in the middle of the team there. But what is more efficient? I can't really tell. It depends on your setup. If you're facing Angies, you can't stay in. You do some bursts, get out F1, and see if they make a mistake. But if you're facing something like Glutton, then it should not be a problem to stay in.
Okay. Really insightful right there. So I have to assume that the audio levels are coming out perfectly on the stream, and everybody's getting my screen and everything like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm really hoping... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, man.
I'm really hoping that I don't have any more disconnects like that. Before, when I used to be recording a lot of Bloodline Champions on Fraps and stuff, I would have problems like that. And I fixed it by going into my graphics settings and making sure that it was in windowed mode. It's doing that right now. I mean, it's in windowed mode. I just don't know what else I can do to keep one of those crashes happening again.
Well, maximize windowed mode eats CPU. Someone has told me that it's really heavy on your PC.
Okay.
You're not lagging at all, so
yeah.
I'm not sure. I guess you got a good PC, so it should not matter.
No, I just upgraded my PC, and it's really awesome. It shouldn't be it shouldn't lag at all.
It's not.
However, just before that last time, it was saying that I was having problems with Skype, and it looked like I might have had a connection issue with the game or something like that. So maybe it was something to do with that sort of thing.
Yeah. By the way, I just forgot, but if you go and observe a tournament, you have that 5-6 second delay too. So the only option of having no delay should be streaming your own stream.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, I don't know, but you would need to dual screen, I guess. You would need to have your game on one screen, your stream on the other screen, and stream your stream while you're playing your game on the right screen.
Streamception, okay. That would fix the delay, or what are you saying there?
Yeah. If you manage to be able to stream your own stream while streaming and playing,
Yeah.
then you could just stream your own stream with no delay.
Okay.
I think this should be possible.
Okay. We'll probably try something. We'll try a bunch of stuff
Yeah,
later.
it's just...
Right now, I'm just mostly focused on. I want to get this team together. You might be able to see we've made the team, and we're just kind of waiting for when we're ready to do it. I suppose we can start 8 minutes early.
Well, you don't want to get thousands of angry fans
If we
behind
start
you.
too early.
Yeah, man, you will get a whole mob behind your ass.
Yeah.
All your fans.
Yeah, that's true. Probably don't want to do that. Okay.
Or you just do one game extra and start now. I mean, you're paying me an hour, so this 6 minutes counts as another hour.
It really does. It counts as a tenth of an hour.
Nope. Like,
Oh.
it's like a call.
We round up an hour, huh? That's how we do it.
That's how we do it, mate.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's yeah.
You can just send it to my PayPal, it's okay.
Okay.
How many did you pay again? 45 an hour?
Oh, I thought I was getting a 10% discount.
Okay. Because of your awesome golden radio voice.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that.
I want a party invite too.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
I can invite you, except I, for some reason, can't remember how. Oh,
Right click, party invite.
That's because I've closed down the windows on the side when I'm streaming, because it just kind of makes the chat bigger or something like that. And I'm used to all of these buttons being on the side, and they're not here right now.
I see.
Oh, it says that you're not available. Are you AFK in game?
No, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're AFK. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to put the stream on hold for a little bit and go use the restroom, and I'll be right back.
Alright.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
It seems your teammates are pretty excited. They weren't aware of the fact they were being streamed.
Oh, they weren't aware?
No.
Oh, I thought I told these guys. Oh. I'm pretty sure I told somebody that we were recording. Yeah, but they probably have no idea what's coming for them. I'm not too practiced with Ranid. I'm really hoping that I'm going to have, like the kind of necessaries to keep this going for the rest of the placement matches.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I could see you were kind of new to Ranid. But that's probably because I have a crap load of games with him. But it takes a lot of games to have the fluency with him.
Oh, sure, yeah. And if you have any first things that you've noticed so far, go ahead. I mean, what would you say is kind of like the most basic of basic for Ranid?
The basic of basic. Dodge their shit. Hate your shit.
That's right.
No, basically trying to be unpredictable. That's really so important.
Certainly, yeah.
Oh.
I've kind of discovered, like, especially last night, I was doing this a lot, where I would be trying to hit camouflage, in order to make people use their outs, even though I have no intention to actually hit them. Do you do that pretty often? Just be unpredictable like that?
When I use stealth to make someone use his or her out, it's only when I can hit an alternate target. Otherwise, you just ruined your stealth, your stun, your big nuke, you know?
Yeah, certainly. It's only if you can move towards this person, but then kind of switch over to another person and stun that person instead.
Yep. For example, when you got a Blood Priest and an inhibitor next to each other, you fake to the inhibitor. You act like you run to him.
Yeah.
Then, in stealth, you are going to run to him, and he will probably either get a blood shield or he will trance and put his own rune shield up.
Yeah.
And then you just swap to the Blood Priest and hit him a couple of times. And that way, you could sometimes use 3 or 2 outs of that, and you just use your stealth. So it's 1 skill for 3.
I see. So, because they used, 2 or 3 different skills, and you just traded it for 1, which was essentially not necessarily an out for you. It's just kind of like a burst ability that you use.
Yep, and it can be used as an out, but
yeah,
I usually use it as a gap closer.
Yeah. I'm having a lot of trouble using it as an out because people, apparently, I guess maybe my movements are really predictable. Would you say that instead of running away from somebody that you should instead just run towards them or something similar to that?
It really depends on the positioning. Sometimes people think, oh, he's low HP, crap, he will run back to his team. So they will try to close the gap between you and their team. Your team, but you can sometimes surprise them by going in even more deeper. They usually do not expect that.
Okay.
But it's only possible when you have another escape to really get out, like your X-Blind or ulti.
Okay. So I think we're going to start with the placement matches right now.
All right.
You're ready. You're watching the stream. Everything's working out perfectly fine.
For me, it is. I don't know how the delay will end up, but
okay. So